Is CBC preparing a learner to be a problem solver, or it's just another curriculum that is teaching them how to cram and even how to be exam focused? Stay tuned for this and more. Today, we have an expert that we have called to talk about CBC. Remember, in the previous episode, we talked about CBC, Cambridge, and other curriculums that we have in this country. And today we chose to focus on CBC. And today we have a guest, Karibu Sana, Kenyan George.
Yeah.
Karibu Sana. Today you'll tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
So just a bit about Kenyan. He has an experience of over 17 years as a teacher, as an expert trainer. Again, he comes from Murang'a County, where he's a teacher champion for ICT and also for CBC. So he has a great wealth of still working both in private and still in public schools. He has taught the CBC 001 students, the ones that are now in grade 9 and that are transitioning to senior school. And he'll tell us more about them. Karibu Sana. So we have some questions for you. First, let's know about you. Tell us about yourself. Yeah, who are you, your background?
Okay, I'm George Kenyan, as he said. I'm a teacher by profession, and this is my 17th year of teaching, whereby I started teaching in the year 2008 as a graduate teacher, and I've taught both in private schools for about 9 years before I got absorbed by the government in 2017, and then I joined the government sector. Also, I'm a CBC champion in my sub-county, which is Kigumo sub-county. And also I'm an ICT champion, whereby we train the teachers as the trainers of trainers about remote learning and the CBC overall in Murang'a County.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Thank you.
You're also a father?
Yeah, I'm also a father.
Okay.
And married to one.
Okay.
And a lovely wife.
Okay.
And I have 3 children.
Oh.
The older one is in CBC in grade 4.
Wow.
At a school called Kirele Central.
Okay.
Back in Kigumo sub-county.
Okay. Karibu. Now let's talk about CBC. We were in 844 as a teacher, and then CBC came. When did this happen?
This started some times ago, in the year 2017.
Okay.
That's the rollout, and it started as a Tusome.
Yes.
As a Tusome program.
Okay.
Whereby the program was focused on changing the literacy.
Yes.
So they found out that our learners don't know how to read and understand probably the medium of instruction, that is the English.
Yes.
So they decided a program that is known as literacy,
known
as Tusome.
Okay.
And the learners were trained.
Okay.
Then later
This
on,
is in the public schools? Or?
Yeah, in the public school.
Okay.
Together with the private school.
Okay.
Because mostly the problem was in public school.
Yes.
In the private, there are those teachers that are trained and they are
Okay. Okay. This is on languages?
Yeah, on the languages. Mostly it was on English.
Yes.
And Kiswahili.
Okay.
Then we had another one that is known as EGMA.
Yes.
It's known as a program that was strictly for mathematics.
Yes.
Basic arithmetic. Mathematics for those learners.
Yes.
So they started the ones that are in grade 9 right now.
Oh.
And then now came in 2019.
This is 2 years after?
Yeah, 2 years after.
Okay.
They came a session of paper.
Yes.
That is from the government.
Yeah.
Whereby they were trying to align the education system with the global changes or the global influence.
Yeah.
Whereby they wanted to shift these learners from the examination-oriented curriculum.
Yes, the 844 now.
The 844 now.
Yeah.
To the competency-based curriculum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Whereby now we say that competency
Yeah.
is ability to demonstrate
Yes.
what the values and the skills and the attitude that the learner have acquired in the process of learning.
You are a teacher now.
I'm a teacher.
I'll give you question number 1. If I define CBC in your own words.
In my own words?
Yeah.
Okay, CBC is an acronym.
Yes.
It stands for competency-based curriculum.
Okay.
Whereby what the government is trying to do, we are trying to change our curriculum system. Instead of producing learners that have memorized and they have gotten what we call lot learning. Now we want to see the competency, where the learner can be able to apply the knowledge that he or she has acquired over a learning.
What is rote learning?
Lot learning is basically like now, if I ask you 2 times 2,
4.
4 times 2,
8.
8. But can you demonstrate what is 8? Just that is what called not learning. Whereby you're just memorized and you're just giving them.
Yes. As long as you know the answer, you are good to go.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
And then our learners that were coming out in 844, most of them were very good in papers.
Yes.
But take them out to the manual work or in their workstation.
Yeah.
They want to go to produce whatever is in the papers. That is what called not learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have the knowledge,
but
can't be able to apply the knowledge.
Yes.
So you're a doctor by learning.
Yes.
I mean, you to become a doctor.
Yeah.
But when you go to the hospital, you can't be able to diagnose and disease.
Yeah. Okay.
But they academically,
very good. You're an A student.
A student.
Okay.
But when it comes to applying that knowledge, it becomes a problem.
Okay. Take us back to 2019. This is the day, the first year of CBC 001 class. This class that is now in year 9. We call them the test class. They have faced all the challenges, and they are still facing more, and we discuss about that. What happened? How was CBC introduced in the schools?
Okay. Now, there comes a sessional paper.
Yes.
That is in the era of Mr. Moik back
in
2019.
Okay.
And now, things have started rolling out.
Yes.
And then now, as the teachers, we have been told that we are supposed to go back and become the tools. Either to be trained or to become the trained, so that now you can be able to change our method of teaching to equip ourselves in a global influence.
Yes.
So there comes a circular from the ministry,
and
from the TSC, that you have to go back to class and become trained.
Okay.
Then in every sub-county, now the sub-county has been divided into zones. So we call them the zones.
Yes.
So in every zone, they were to get a teacher.
Yes.
And then this teacher was supposed to be trained by the master trainers.
Yes.
They trained the sub-county directors and the county directors to get the teachers.
Yes.
With these teachers that had been selected.
Okay.
And those are teachers that we call CBC champion.
Okay.
So they were trained.
Okay. So let me understand. The CBC champion is selected from a group of how many schools?
Okay. Every zone
is
demarcated.
Yes.
And then it has a certain number of schools.
Yes.
It is not be predefined.
It's not predefined.
About a zone, about 20.
Yes.
There's another zone with 25.
So they pick one teacher from
the
group of 20.
Schools.
20 teachers or one teacher?
Just one teacher from one school.
Okay.
And then this teacher will be going to be trained.
Yes.
And then he'll come now to train the teachers.
Trainer of trainers.
Yeah, he'll become the trainers of trainers.
Yeah.
Then later of the training, he'll come back.
Yes.
And then we did 5 days.
You were part of the ones who were chosen?
I was part of the ones that were chosen first.
Yeah.
And then now you are come. We came back.
Yeah.
And we told us to train the teachers for 5 days.
For 5 days.
Face to face.
Okay. How long were you trained?
We were trained for 3 days.
Okay. And then you trained for 5 days.
Okay.
So what do you train for 5 days that you were trained for 3 days?
Okay. Now there was an overall shift.
Yes.
Basically in 844, we were teaching.
Yes.
But now in 844, we are supposed to facilitate.
Yes.
So we were to change these teachers that were trained to become teachers, teaching, into learning.
Yes.
And now they become a facilitator.
Okay.
So there was an overall change.
Yes.
Like now the curriculum design was changed.
Yes.
So we need to equip them with the curriculum designs.
Yes.
And then they included something that we call core values.
Yes.
You find that the learners that were coming out did not have values.
Yes.
So the learner is very educated, but no values.
Yes.
And if you don't have any value, then you see that you're not a complete man.
Yes.
Because that's why there's corruption. There's these people, they can do everything.
Okay. So this is apart from the education.
Yeah, from the education.
Given core values.
The core values.
Which include what are part of the core values?
There are 8.
Yes.
So you have love, you have peace, we have social justice.
Yes.
We had respect.
Yes.
Integrity.
Yes.
Which is most of our people lack integrity.
Yeah.
So there are 8 of them.
Okay.
And we call them the core values.
Okay.
They are core because you can teach others
Yes.
in the normal learning.
Yes.
So hapo mbeleni tukifunza,
huyo
nifunza mtoto ajue 1 + 1 is 2.
Yes.
But now you want this child to know 1 + 1 is 2. And then there is coming of we are sharing the materials.
Yes.
We have to share in love.
Yes.
We don't have to fight or scrabble for these materials.
Okay.
And then they introduce something that we call competencies.
Yes.
And as I said, the competency is ability to display or demonstrate what you have learned.
Yes.
You have learned number 5.
Yes.
Can you tell me what is number 5?
No.
No.
I just know how it's written.
It's written, yeah?
Yeah.
But now these learners that are in the CBC, they can tell you that 5 is just a number, but these fingers are 5. Meaning I can be able to demonstrate what is 5.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is what called the competency. So they came up with 7 competencies.
Okay.
There's creativity and imagination.
Okay.
There's communication and collaboration.
Okay.
There's digital literacy, which is preparing the CBC.
Okay.
we have the citizenship.
Okay.
We have problem solving and critical thinking. Okay, yeah, they're supposed to be 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now you are here training the teachers. You have been trained for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then you come and train for 5 days. How was the training structure like when you are being trained and when you are training?
Okay, basically the training was so good.
Yeah.
Because we are being taught new things.
Yes.
Like now the way we do scheming of work.
Yes.
Scheme of work and lesson plan.
Yes.
Is basically what the teachers do behind the scene.
Okay, before they come to
They
class.
come to class. You have to prepare yourself.
Yeah.
So before you come to class, you have to scheme for a whole term.
Yes.
And then you have to also plan for that lesson to know what you're going to teach and how you're going to teach it.
Yes.
So this breakdown, what you are doing earlier on,
Yeah.
the columns and everything was changed.
Yes.
So that now you can be able to have these competencies included in our teaching.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is what you are training the teachers.
Okay.
And then these teachers never had core values when you're training.
Yes.
So you have to show them how to integrate
Yes.
their values in the learning.
Yeah.
And as you know, values cannot be taught.
Yes.
I cannot teach you how to love.
Yes.
I can't teach you what is integrity.
Yeah.
But through the values, we say that they are caught.
Yeah.
When you say they are caught, it's something that you are getting.
Values are not taught,
But they are caught.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So in the process of teaching and you're sharing materials, then I will show responsibility. How did I take care of the materials?
Yes.
So the teacher will be focused, not just the product, but how did the learner behave in that learning. And then there was change in assessment.
Yes.
In 844, we had examination.
Yes.
And you're examining what the learner has gotten. Yeah?
Okay.
Basically, it's knowledge.
Yes.
What can learner remember?
Yes.
But now comes CBC, we are assessing.
Okay.
So you're not interested with the knowledge alone,
Yes.
but you want to see, are we able to demonstrate the knowledge? That is the skill.
Yes.
And now the skills is what the learners are going to use later in life.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll find that in 844,
Yeah.
just the knowledge,
Yes.
what can come out of your brain.
Yes.
But now in CBC,
Yeah.
is what can be able to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from
Is what you have learned.
yeah, with what you've learned.
Okay. Now let's go to day 1. You've trained the teachers. The day of launch is here. I assume it's January 2019. The first class, which is grade 1, the 001, who are now in grade 9. So what happened? Did you select teachers to teach there or what happened?
Okay, so every school
Yeah.
was supposed to send about 4 teachers.
Yes.
These were 2 teachers in lower primary.
Yes.
And then remember that then we have in the curriculum is 844. Yeah?
Yes.
So it is 8 years in primary.
Yes.
That is our focus.
Yeah.
8 years means from grade 1 to third 1
Yes.
to third 8.
Yes.
844. Yeah?
Yes.
And now they choose a teacher in lower primary.
Yeah.
That is grade 1 to grade 3.
Okay.
A teacher in grade 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And then a teacher in 7 and 8.
Okay.
Those 3 teachers from
Yeah.
every school
Yeah.
were supposed to come
Yeah.
and then we train them.
Okay.
After training them,
Yeah.
they're supposed to go back
Yeah.
and cascade the
Yes.
same knowledge in the other teachers in the
Yeah, in the school. Okay.
And then the next holiday,
Yeah.
and the next term,
Yeah.
that is term 2 now,
Yeah.
another lot was to come.
Oh, was to
now
come.
the ones that came,
Yeah.
now another one.
Yes.
So the training went on like that
Okay.
for about 5 years.
Okay.
It continues. Different teachers, every
Okay.
lot.
Okay.
But you're training the same day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's good that the teachers were being trained. Now, there is this class that has started to learn CBC. This was the 2019 grade 1. What was it like? How did they receive it?
Okay. In that was supposed to be 2018.
Yes.
That's when they played. They did that in grade 1 and grade 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
In 2017. Now they came to grade 3.
Yes.
Now the Tusome program
Yeah.
has been now shifted
Yes.
now to become the complete CBC.
Okay.
In grade
Or
3,
before, grade 1 from 2017. 2017, 2018 is Tusome program.
Yeah.
And then now 2019, they're in grade 3. Now it's CBC.
Yeah, that's why now we implemented the exam that brought a lot of contentions in the period.
Yes.
And waliambiwa wakafagia kwa barabara. Wazazi wengi wakapiga kelele.
Mnaambia watoto wakafagia kwa barabara.
Kwa nini? But now we want to see this learner has been taught. You know, kufagia ndo waliona peke yake.
Okay.
But basically that assessment, we
Yeah.
call it MLP,
Yes.
monitoring learner's progress.
Yes.
It had so many things inside.
Yes.
But the only thing that came out
Yeah.
ni ya kufagia kwa barabara.
barabara.
Yeah. But what
Let me know, how did you guys communicate? Tomorrow tunaenda kufagia, or how was the exam supposed to be structured?
okay, we were sent
Yeah.
by NEC,
Yeah.
a circular,
Yeah.
and then the exam were posted.
Yes.
They created a portal
Yeah.
where you're supposed to upload the marks
Yes.
for the learners.
Yes.
So inside the portal,
Yeah.
we were supposed to capture
Yeah.
the learner's progress.
Yes.
But before you capture the learner's progress, you want to download the material
Yeah.
from the system.
Yes.
So you download the material,
Yeah.
and now you have a copy.
Okay.
So we go to be teacher. Now, mwalimu, hii ni copy yako.
Okay.
These learners are supposed to do
Kufagia kwa
basic
barabara.
instruction.
Yes.
Kufagia kwa barabara, they just one.
There were a lot of
instructions.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Whereby there was a lot of communication, collaboration.
Yeah.
These learners are supposed to work together
as a team. Okay.
There was preparation of those materials.
Yes.
So wazazi wanaenda kufagia. But haoni improvisation in making the material.
Okay.
Na ndio maana tuko nataka wanunue.
Yes.
Yakinunua kifagio.
Yeah.
Why should we import?
Yes.
Akifagio.
We are supposed to
make.
Yes, creatively make it locally.
And that is now the manufacturing that we are starting with this learner.
Yes.
That is the creativity.
Oh, that's the
so
purpose
in your
of
group,
CBC.
There's group 1, group 2, group 3. You decide what are you going to use.
Yes.
Then which materials are you going to use?
Yes.
You come up with the materials.
Yes.
Unatuletea.
Yeah.
Mnakaa chini watoto.
Yeah.
Wanatengeneza.
How many groups of how
They take the class.
Yeah.
Mostly it was a group of 8, 6 to 8.
Yeah.
That's that were given.
Okay.
So mkuja tukasema sisi tutumia ngunia as our approach.
Yes.
That is improvisation.
Oh.
Unasema tutatumia karatasi ya nairo.
Yes.
So according to what is availability in your area.
Yeah.
So can you see that learner is how to think where to get these materials. Kifagio tutengeneze aje.
Yes.
Home twigs, the twigs. Anza kutumia grasses according to what you can get in your locality.
Yes.
Ile kuchukua takataka,
they
was to use most of them took the plastic bag.
Yes. Yeah.
So you find that this plastic were left out. The story now
it's not decomposable. Yeah.
But now the learners have taken those plastics, they have cut to become a dustbin.
Oh, they have reused.
They have reused.
This
they
waste.
recycle.
Yes, they recycle.
I mean, see now everything was integrated.
Yes.
But wazazi wanaona tu ile moja
waliambiwa
kwa barabara kwa market.
Yes.
And that is now this now comes we're integrating learning with our community.
Yes.
We shall talk about this one. In senior school, only like calling community service learning.
Okay.
So we want to apply for the grant in school to solve problems in our community.
Okay.
So they want to show them they can keep our market clean.
Okay. This is in grade 3 now, 2019. What else was another problem in that year? Nini ingine ilileta tashwishi?
Ilileta tashwishi ni hii mtazamo ya walimu.
Okay.
Pia walimu, anything new.
Yes.
Tasema kipya kinyume.
Change, yes.
Yeah, this change. Si kila mtu anakubali.
Yeah, people do not.
So the teachers before they shifted, even them they could not understand why are we told to do this and we're used to this.
Yes.
Now this change brought a lot of contentions between the parents, the teachers, and the learners. But the learners, they are comfortable. Up to now, learners in grade 9, to me, I can say they're comfortable in their own perspective.
Yes.
Because they don't know
anything different.
Yeah.
They're okay.
They're okay.
We are told to come, they're okay. We are told to
go, you just go.
Yeah.
So to them, everything is okay.
Yes.
But now to us, shifting our mentality, that is the problem where they're the contention.
So what? So the teachers did not want to adapt, yet they were trained, or what was the problem?
Now the training, summer was a bit short.
Okay, 5 days.
5 days.
Yes.
It was a bit short. Because now we're introducing new planning areas.
Yes.
We used to call them subjects. We're changing them to become planning areas.
Yes.
The day we ask our grades from 2 learners then now, we call them subjects. When they go to grade 9, we call them planning areas.
Okay.
Then there is what you call topics.
Yes.
Sisi tunasoma na topics.
Yes.
Wao wanasoma na strand.
Yes.
So these new terms.
Yes.
They are a lot.
Yes.
Impacted within 5 days.
And
then all these that have changed. To bring them on board in 5 days. It was a short time for those teachers.
Okay.
Although it's supposed to be gradual.
Yes.
Now the problem is, think about a school that has about 40 teachers.
Yes.
And they're only taking 3. So how many sessions will we take to be complete? 13.
Oh, okay.
I can see now 3 years before you come again.
And the learners are still going. So they are just being.
They're just being pushed.
Yeah.
And then,
as they wait for the teachers to be ready.
Yeah.
Yet they are still teaching them.
You're still teaching them.
Okay.
And then you train this on this time. The next session that you're going, they found out that there was a problem here.
Yeah.
So there was no that complete piloting. Okay. Piloting in curriculum change.
Yeah.
And a curriculum change.
Yes.
Piloting.
Yes.
So they find that these ones are having a shake-up.
Yes.
So you have to change.
Yes.
Initially, like now, what you're calling MAP was known as KEA.
Yeah.
Kenya Early Years Assessment.
Yes.
Now they found that the name is like examination. So between 2 ML. So all these years are coming in.
Yes.
These learners up to today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have heard about students who are in shock. They had to go out and clean. But the parents were the one who was complaining because the kids were okay.
The kids were okay.
They were okay sweeping the streets.
Yeah.
And then now the teachers did not take change in a positive way.
In a positive
so they had some
there was that,
they did not accept the change.
Yeah, it was gradual.
Okay, now let's talk about resources. In the same year, what happened to resources? What resources were required for CBC to actually go live, and did you have the resources?
Okay, we have been told to change.
Yes.
And now I'm going to class.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to teach mavazi.
Yes.
Let me use Kiswahili, Kiswahili teacher.
Yeah.
Nafunza mavazi.
Oh,
Mavazi ni nguo.
Yeah.
So kitambo, nilikuwa niingia class, nikwambia hii inaitwa nini? Shirt.
Yeah.
Hii inaitwa nini? Trouser.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu ni suruali ndefu,
suruali
ndefu.
Okay.
Hiyo suruali ni suruali, but
suruali ndefu.
na kuna suruali ndefu.
Yeah.
Haya, hii ni kofia.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, nimwambia mtoto alete kofia kutoka nyumbani. Alete all those types of clothes from home to school.
Okay.
Nafikiria mtoto huyu hawana nguo hii kwao. Utafunza na nini?
Oh. Okay.
Now you get it, Now lazima sasa tuongee na wazazi.
Pengine ulete yako.
Nilete yangu. Na pengine mimi sina. Mimi ni mwanaume, sina buibui. So itabidi tuambie mzazi akatoe nini? Buibui. Hatunafunza Murang'a kote hakuna Waislamu. Kwa kupata hii buibui,
aende Nairobi.
Tayari tukanunua.
Isili.
Yeah. Ndio tupate buibui ndio mtoto aone nini? Because this learner has to see what he is learning.
Okay.
We shall say that a good teacher, if you tell, you forget.
Yes.
But now if you watch, what you are doing, you remember.
If you tell, you forget. But if you watch
or you see, you remember.
Okay.
But if you interact,
you
internalize.
So interaction is even much better than telling and seeing. Okay.
Yeah. So don't tell me 7 times 7 is 49.
Yes.
Show me why 49.
Okay.
So give me 7 items, another 7 items, 7 items.
7 times.
Then 7 times 7, I put all of them together. Now, those things that we are required to teach were not there.
Okay.
They are not there in the school.
Okay.
So where do we get them? As teachers.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else did they demand other than the clothing?
Oh, the clothing just one.
Yeah, that's all. So there were so many.
There are so many things that were required.
Okay. So what did you say? Enda uleta nyumbani.
Yeah, utafanya nini sasa?
Okay.
Huna shule?
No wonder the parents were complaining.
Complaining because now they are used to bring the children wanakaa nyumbani hata hawezi homework. But sasa wameambiwa tunataka hii leo. Kesho tunataka hii.
Mulitisha kuku. There is a time you asked for chicken. What happened by the way?
Okay, when you're asking for kuku, it was a project. And we're supposed to cook. So tumepewa option mbili. Option 1 to cook meat. Option 2 to boil. Sasa ungekuwa mwalimu, unachagua nini? Sema ukweli. Cook a stew of meat. Or boil rice. Sasa for boiling. Ungechukua gani?
Ni gani ulichukua?
Mimi nilichukua nyama. Unajua nyama haipatikani sana.
So you ended up telling the child what?
So kwa shule zingine, wewe leta kuku, wewe leta nyama. Shule zingine leta pesa, tunaweka pesa pamoja. Tuende nini? Because basically boiling, githeri, wana boil kila siku.
Okay.
Mchele, they boil. But some of them don't use to fry meat or stew meat. So that is what most teachers.
What happened? Did they bring kuku?
Some of the schools that are well up, later kuku. And other schools they brought.
It was a chicken farm. I'm sure there were so many
chicken. Chicken farm. Now you come to grade 4. That is grade 3. Now in grade 4, we have introduced a new subject that was not there. What you're calling our learning area. Agriculture.
Okay.
Now I go to the textbook. I've been bought a curriculum design and a textbook. In this textbook, there is a layering of animals. So I've been told to choose one animal and layer.
Okay.
So lazima tuweke.
So it's a practical.
It's a practical lesson. Now in the neck, wakaleta neck project. Wakasema tuweke wanyama kama mpande.
Nyama.
Sasa unalea a rabbit, a chicken, just a domestic animal. You keep them.
Are you doing this in school?
Or we are doing in school.
In school?
Okay. And then kuna hawa kulima.
So
if you choose between, because the project mostly comes to, you choose one. So hawa kuweka mifugo, they have to get layer chickens. So they built a structure with the chickens. The parents will cough the money. Because in the school, there's no kitty.
There are no resources.
So wakuja washikana watoto watano. Tunaweka kuku moja. So huyu kuku moja, Monday, tutanunua chakula. Tuesday ni nini? Wednesday ni
merry-go-round.
Then today, I'll take the care of the chicken all day.
Yeah.
You have just been trained on what to do.
Oh.
But ile ngine kitambo, you have been told in class, a chicken is, unajua kusoma hiyo. Unakumbuka unakaa wapi na wapi na wapi.
Yes. By the way, you don't see them. You don't even learn how to.
You just been told that there's free range, there's cage system, there's also. But now they want to see them in school.
And how to rear them.
So they're taking care of them. So during break time, instead of kwenda kucheza mimi nikimbie niweke maji.
Kabla niweke maji ndio nikacheze. Because it's a responsibility. So there's a lot of also responsibility.
That's what you are talking about.
Okay.
There's integrity.
Yeah.
Hii kuku ametaga mayai. Huyu kuku ametaga nini? So it was my day for taking care of the chicken. Napata mayai. Nitapeleka wapi? Nikichukua nipeleka nyumbani, there's no integrity. There's no honesty. So lazima tukue na pale tunaweka nini? Mayai.
Ndio ifike
hapo. Now the project has ended. Kuku tutapeleka wapi? Tutapeleka kuku wapi?
Tunakula.
Tuko watoto 5. Nitapea Kamau, ama Waliambo, ama Julia. Nitabeba. Hapo mtakubeba. Si tukule kuku ndio kila mtu akule nyama. And it is good to go.
That's how things are.
That's how things are.
Okay.
Haya, when you're kwa shamba, in agriculture, they took a gardening. They have planted maize or they have planted kales. Now the kales have grown. They have taken care of the kales from the seedlings. And now they are mature for harvest. So when they have harvested, and kona majani, and kona a lot of kales, so I share among my learners, 10, take home. Take home. So it depends on the teacher which project
they are able to choose. Okay. Wow. CBC. There is a lot of information that you've learned. Let's take a break so that we can continue after this.